Is there anything you would like to now say before the court imposes its sentence?
Firstly, Your Honor, I have to, apologize to this family. I've written letters on top of letters to you guys. I never sent them out, because I didn't figure that you wanted to hear from, me. Never had intentions on seeing your son that night. Never had intentions on harming your son that night. I didn't harm your son that night. Things are not always as they appear, and sometimes things happen, and I was there, and I do take responsibility for being there, but I did not mean to harm Paul DeWolf that night. And I'm greatly sorry. I'm forever indebted to you guys, your family, your daughter, your oldest son. I apologize from the bottom of my heart, my soul. My mother and family, I asked them not to come today because I didn't want them to see me get my life taken away from me. More on the worldly aspect than the lively aspect. But I apologize from the bottom of my heart, Mr. and Mrs. DeWolf. Your Honor, I did not know that first-degree murder was a mandatory life sentence without any circumstances, without any of that. I was unaware of that, Your Honor. The only reason that I took my case to trial was because my plea deals were never, the first plea deal I was offered was 18 years, and it was to plead guilty to second-degree murder. And I didn't feel that I was guilty of second-degree murder because of what I read on the law, what I was advised of on the law. I didn't take this to trial to say, forget the family. I don't think that I could beat my case, because I knew that I was guilty of first-degree home invasion. I committed a crime and somebody died while I was in the commission of committing a crime. I knew that I was guilty of that. But I didn't take this to trial to say, oh, I'm going to beat you. I took it to trial because I had to prove that I was innocent of murder, because I did not murder Paul DeWolf. And given the elements of murder, I didn't think that I would be found guilty of murder. But 9 months after I was offered that first plea deal, my co-defendant, Shaquille Jones, basically backed out of that plea deal, which was the only reason that I had that plea deal, that 18 years second-degree murder and 2 first-degree home invasions. He backed out of that in October, and I was never even offered a different plea deal. I just kept getting the same second-degree murder. I would have pled out to the 18 years if it would have just been the 2 first-degree home invasions, but Your Honor, I honestly did not feel that I was guilty of first-degree murder due to the laws on first and second-degree murder and what I was advised on. But after October, my plea deal got to 25 to 50. And I'm sitting in jail for 16 months. Why would I just take a plea deal that's worse than the first plea deal and higher than, even higher? So it got to January, and the next plea deal I was offered was a 25 to 50, and I'm sitting in back of there, and I was told by my lawyer that you wouldn't go over the 25 years that you gave Shaquille Jones. But I'm still thinking of the laws of murder and the laws of, I'm still thinking of the law. And this whole time, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know that it was, if you get convicted, it was first degree mandatory, that word. I never was advised on that word, mandatory. I thought it was still all in all up to you. But like he just said, your hands are tied. There's a couple other things, but that's all, Your Honor. Like I said, I apologize. I thought my family would be here today, but I guess not. So just have mercy on, me. Yeah, and that's all, Your Honor.